The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
The give from the gun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Not a chance. Missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Going for the big play. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. To the ground, he's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile guy.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires to the right. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Quarterback gets past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll keep it on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Leaves it with the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Hand off from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. Quarterback gets the first down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Here's a field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Dances away from the heat. He's going to take off. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's running in the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They get to the line quickly. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Quick completion on the out route. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. To the air, it's Milroe. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll try the left side. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
0.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snares it outside. It's Ibuka.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. The Buckeyes get the first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Ohio State.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He lets it fly. Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right?
And it's picked off. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. Taking a shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's back. Coming after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Georgia sends out the punt team. 4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rock.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Unloads it left. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack in the 20. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises, the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
On the move, he fires. And the ball is intercepted.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Sweet feet on the move. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for the loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Power football with the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Dogs are on the move.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped just short of the... At the 1, an explosive play has him set up. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
Number 1.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finds his man. It's Hunter. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in his zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Wide receiver shows motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On the option. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I don't know how to explain that one.